In the breeding season, I once had a dream in which I looked up and saw that the male goats mating with the frogs were streaked, speckled, or spotted. The angel of God said to me in the dream, Jacob. I answered, here I am. And he said, look up and see that all the male goats mating with the frog are streaked, speckled, or spotted. For I have seen all that Laban has been doing to you. I am the God of Bethel, where you anointed a pillar, and where you made a vow to me. Now leave this land at once and go back to your native land. Genesis 31 and verse 10 to verse 13. Activating the guardian angel. This one, I want to speak especially to those of us that are entangled in series or sequences of economic failure, pattern of economic failure. You have been working for so many years, and it seems the way you have been working, it only benefits your employer. You don't gain. Jacob was in that space. He was working so diligently, and through his hard work, Reuben came to own large frogs. But if you read through the story of the Genesis 31, Jacob, when he was speaking to his own wives, he said that Laban had changed his wages 10 times, whereby you experience a life of, being shortchanged. You are not given your dues. That 1 verse 7. Yet your father has cheated me by changing my wages 10 times. So you have been there. You've been trying to do business. You've been trying to do things that would advantage you at a personal level, and it has not been working. This message is yours. This angel we are seeing here, he is addressing Jacob, and is telling him, Jacob, here I am. And he said, look up and see. One of the major importance of working with your guardian angel is because he helps you to develop or to come up with strategies that are workable, that leads to economic boom. This angel is teaching Jacob 3 techniques of making it in life. If the guardian angel is upon you, you cannot suffocate and suffer economically eternally. Along the way, God enables this angel to implant into your mind ideas and strategies and visions that are workable. And if you implement them, you become economically successful. If you look at Genesis 31 and verse 37, Jacob overtook fresh cut branches from poplar, almond, and perennial trees, and made white stripes on them by peeling the bark and exposing the white inner wood of the branches. Then he placed the peeled branches in all the watering troughs, so that they would be directly in front of the frogs when they came to drink. And then you can read verse 43. In this way, the man grew exceedingly prosperous, and he came to own large frogs, and female and male servants, and camel and donkeys. In short, he became a CEO. He became a CEO just by being given by the angel of the Lord a dream that contained in it three dimensions of economy or three strategies of economic prowesses or three ideas that if he would use them, he would become economically strong. And the gentleman, the Bible says, in this way, the man grew exceedingly prosperous. And most of us, what we need to turn around economically is not extra hard work. You have already been working hard enough. It's just working smart. It's just developing and coming up with, number one, with an idea, number two, with a strategy, and number three, with the grace or with the power of making that possible. That's why they were three. There were three of them: Popra, Armod, and Prem. Who gave him this strategy? An angel of the Lord. Because the angel of the Lord is telling him, I have seen all what Laban has been doing to you. Amazing. And this angel, if he is in your life, this at the point whereby you notice you use the materials of others to develop yours. Yes, he used the flocks of Laban to build his own. God can position you in a place whereby you can be employed in a company, and God train and teach you how to grow through the system into having your own company, which is offering better services than the company that you are working for. This one is enabled by the angel of the Lord who is active in your life. So the question then is this: we need to ask ourselves, how was this angel active in the life of Jacob? Number one reason, he said in verse 13, Genesis 1:13, you just flip the numbers, I am the God of Bethel. Number one, this angel is active in your life because of Bethel. Bethel means house of God. So if you want this angel to be active in your life, become Bethel, become a house of God, become a temple of the living God. He said, I am the God of Bethel. That is Genesis 28, and we defined Bethel as house of God. So, and today you are the temple of the Holy Spirit. So metamorphosize yourself from a human being into a house of God in which God dwells with his Holy Spirit. Very good. Number two, he says what? Where you anointed a pillar. Where you anointed a pillar. So this angel is active in the life of Jacob because of anointed pillar. That is what we call a dedicated altar. You raise an altar. You raise an altar. You build an altar. And you dedicate it. You anoint it. You anoint it. Praise Jesus Christ. Number three is, and where you made a vow to me. The next thing that makes this angel active in your life is covenant vow. Jacob made a vow of tithing. You know, it is good you define that tithe. You define that vow. The Lord is telling him where you made a vow to me. And it is good you go and you define that vow he made in Genesis 28 and verse 20. Then Jacob made a vow saying, if God will be with me and will watch over me on this journey I am taking, and will give me food to eat and clothes to wear, so that I return safely to my father's household, then the Lord will be my God, and this stone that I have set up as a pillar will be God's house, and of all that you give me, I will give a tenth. I will give tithe. So you need to have those three kind of things. Number one is the anointed pillar. Number two is a Bethel, house of God. And number three is a covenant vow. Covenant vow means tithing. That way, this angel of economic prowesses will be active in your life. And you shall find yourself excelling economically as if it is so easy. Because it is not by yourself. There is an angel who drops, who deposits in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit, the things that make